Hey guys, here we got the Divine Altar event. I haven't recorded one for a long time. It's lagging of course at the start, and we do have a rule, if I recall, because I don't participate in it too often, that the strong players I think don't attack the first wave or something like that, but it looks like everybody is running, but not everybody. Okay, so I will also stand here, not because I'm uber strong or whatever, but I'm stronger than of course the low levels. And the reason that rule exists is because otherwise the lower level players can never beat. I guess they scrapped the rule. Anyhow, I'm not gonna attack. Yeah, so the reason that rule exists is because the low levels cannot beat the higher level waves. And so one should always give a chance to the lower levels, but yeah, I'm being confused about, is the rule on or it's not on? It seems it's not on. I'm gonna check why, because I think it could be because there are not too many people online inside the altar. And when that happens, they do scrap the rule. And I do see that in the chat. Actually, Gargamel said 28 people there. Of course, with 28 people, you don't need to have that rule. So that's probably the reason. So with these little guys, forgot the sound. With these little guys, of course, in the first waves, they are very weak. And so you finish them quite fast, but they get stronger and stronger and stronger, so it gets tougher and tougher to beat them. 10,000 experience for killing that guy, so not so bad for very little effort actually. Let's get the next guy. And I didn't actually set up properly. I was hoping to have a moment before this madness happens. What you want to do is, for this event, you want to put a maximum attack as much as possible, because these guys don't generally hurt you too much, but you need to kill them fast in order to attack the others fast. And you also want to attack the boss, like this guy. I got totally lucky that I clicked on him. Everybody is competing to attack the boss. It's crazy. So I'm actually happy that while I'm recording this, I could show you also the boss. And you can imagine he's much stronger than the guys of his wave. And so on some levels, if you catch the boss, he can easily kill you. On higher levels, I don't even bother to attack the boss because, yeah, well, they're much stronger. Also, in the Divine Altar events, the double attack works. So I'll show you now. I can't, I just got stunned. I always forget that the double attack works here, but it does. So what you want to do is, as you move, you click on your regular attack, and he should, in theory, double attack. Of course, sometimes it doesn't work, no big deal, but normally it's supposed to work. And sometimes it doesn't work because your troops mess it up actually. So let's see, we got 22,500 experience and level 3 luck stones for that boss. Of course, he's a low level boss, so I didn't get too much, but you could always get more than what you see one time. Okay, so once I have a moment here, I'm gonna change. Of course, I don't need the whirlwind, so I'm gonna take the ultimate Delphic destroyer. See if I can catch. It seems I actually managed to catch this boss, so I'm gonna go ahead with the ultimate Delphic destroyer, and it's gonna look really good. He just did a little whirlwind thingy on me. It's amazing how small his head is compared to his weapon. So that looks really good. I'm gonna go ahead and build the rage up. So that was a double attack. Actually, the Templars, I attacked 3 times and the Templars didn't attack at all. That was really weird. Normally they're way faster than we are. I'm curious what I'll get, if I'll get the same 22,500 experience and the luck stones. We'll find out short enough. But I do enjoy these little battles. I don't get to do them very often. 30,000 experience and soul crystals times 2. That's pretty good for a lower level boss. I think that's pretty decent. So you get varied rewards, so it's fun. While I am having a tiny break, I will switch my defense astral with my enhanced determination critical damage astral, because as I said, the more damage you do, the better. And I think I'm pretty much set up. With the exception, actually, I will even go ahead and take a power potion to increase the attack. You really want as much attack as possible for these events if you want to earn more. So it looks like everything is clear, and normally when your side is clear, you should just run by to the left side. If you're on the left side, run by to the right side, and you have a little bridge here, and you can also pass on top. So you can always just run by and see if anything is left, but here it's all already taken. So wave 5 started, and since I am closer here, I'm gonna attack the guys on this side. Let's see if I can catch one first. There's one walking. Come on, somebody engage me. And actually they are supposed to attack themselves. Like if you walk onto the monsters, they will engage you automatically, but sometimes it doesn't work. I haven't figured out why. Sometimes you have to click on them, and other times you don't have to click on them. Most of the time, if they're walking freely, you don't have to do anything. So here a normal attack and the ultimate Delphic Destroyer. It's not overkill. You really want to kill them as fast as you can, so you can kill more. Of course, the more you do, the more rewards you'll get. So you do want to do that. That's why I took 2 ultimates. And actually, it's good to have 2 ultimates because you can build up the rage quite fast with the double attacks, and you can use one ultimate after another on the higher waves. So you see here the guys are going. Actually, I can just walk onto one and it'll start the attack, but of course I want to walk on one of the guys which is upstairs or higher up. So I want to build up the rage now quickly. I do skip sometimes the ultimate slasher for rage building purposes. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but it's been working for me, and I like it. I don't know if skipping ultimate slasher actually does less or more damage, but I do like to use the ultimate attacks. They look cool and they give a little bit more fun, so I do that trick. The little guy healed himself, and I don't know why my guy didn't attack. I lost the whole round, but I did manage a double attack with slasher, bringing my rage to 67. And I got 25,000 experience and level 3 luck stone for that guy. So he gave, we are now on wave 5. So on wave 5 they gave the same reward as the little boss on wave 2. I'm pretty amazed that these guys actually managed to reach the divine altar, but they're mostly on the left side, which means that our right side is very strong and our left side is weaker. So I better stand on the left side and help to clear that out, and the guys on the right side seem to be doing alright. Sylvester here is number 1 there at 8,800 points. Number 2 is Deja Vu. I suspect that Deja Vu will take over from Sylvester because Deja Vu's attack is ridiculously high. I think the next wave started, so let's engage them. Here it is, the little blue guy. I can actually see him. I'm not sure if you guys can see him, but I'm going to get into a battle any moment now. They're spawning and being attacked straight away. Here is my turn, starting with a slasher. I'll do an ultimate slasher just for fun of it, and then I will double attack my rage to 100 and kill this assaulter guy. I'm curious what reward they will give. Sometimes they give really excellent rewards, other times not. So he will attack, of course, one time. And by the way, these kind of tricks with the ultimate attacks, they work much better when in kind of group fights. If you're fighting one-on-one, very often somebody can attack you twice while you're charging up the ultimate Delphic Destroyer. But when you're fighting in arena fights or like this, you have a little bit more time to cast that skill. So it's less stressful or less dangerous to use them. 30,000 experience and no items for this guy. He was a little bit greedy. Normally when you beat the monster, do run up, because they could be walking like, whoa, actually quite a few of them are walking. And don't engage, don't walk even near the guys who are walking up. Always engage the guy which is nearer to the tower. And see here, I could cast the Delphic Destroyer because I got this decreased rage consumption. I am always happy to get that, because once I have that, then the ultimate Delphic Destroyer costs me 50. But this time I used the Delphic Destroyer instead. I think I didn't have enough for 50. So the Divine Altar's health is going down really fast. And that's probably because we don't have too many players in the altar event. Because I think our guild does pass the Minotaurs even, which is wave 8 or 9. I think they once told me that they reached even the cows with the signs. I've never seen that myself, so I'm curious sometime to see that. But you can get quite far, and of course the more you kill, the more the rewards. You can imagine they're exponentially increasing. And so you can have the lower levels at later stages of the server, as the server becomes more mature and the players become stronger. You can have the lower levels do the low levels, the low waves, and then the stronger players can do the higher ones and get big rewards which are appropriate to their levels. So let me see if I can actually catch the next boss, but it's going to be very difficult because here it is, Assaulter. I might have caught him, but everybody usually tries to catch the big boss, or the big boss, the mini bosses, and it's always very tough. I'm surprised actually today I got lucky 3 times, and also has to do with like your internet connection or something, I guess, because the one who sees or clicks first probably gets it. But anyways, I'm curious now. This is wave 7, and so this is the little Minotaur boss of wave 7, and I totally forgot to use my ultimates. I'll do that now. And I'm curious to see what reward he gives. The Divine Altar is already being attacked, which is really weird because they just spawned. But that could be because somebody else was fighting somebody and they died. But sometimes it is buggy, I think, so anything could happen. I should put the Templars behind me already, because on the higher levels they could get killed, and of course I have shield and I have stronger defense than they do. So 35,000 experience for that guy, and he also didn't give me any items, unfortunately, so I was curious what he'll give. But he was greedy also. So while I'm running up, I will adjust my formation, and those are the Minotaurs which are running up. I have to try not to touch anyone. Let's see if I can go at the bottom side. Wow, there's so many, and actually it didn't work out. And actually, if you are inside a battle with some creature and they destroy the tower, well, the battle stops and you don't get any reward. There is nothing like a half reward or something like that. So 42, 35 out of 100. In the chat box you can see left side has fallen 14. I think it's going, if there's some more monsters it's finished, but maybe they got engaged, so it stopped at 14. So it looks like we survived one more wave, and I'm not sure if they cost the healing or not. The guild Leader and assistants, of course, have some powers, and they can cast healing, and they can also freeze time. I wasn't watching if they used those yet, but they do cost guild wealth also, and that could be one of the reasons why a guild might choose not to use them. Let's have a look at those powers. I thought he died. 35,000 experience for that guy. Let's see if it's cleaned up. Yeah, roughly. So here is the Holy Worship. Restore the health by 20 points, which I think is not a big deal. Not a big deal. 20 points is nothing, and you have to pay 10,000 contribution for that. It's like 1,000,000 gold, or is it 10 million gold? I think that's even 10 million gold. That's a lot. And then a time freeze, also 10,000. Time freeze could be worth it, but definitely not the healing. I don't think it's worth it. So we're stuck at 14. These two guys are engaged, but I'm not sure by strong players or weak players. But there's plenty of guys protecting the altar. So I'm gonna run down in case the next wave starts. Because the trouble is, of course, if those guys near the altar are engaged by lower level players or weaker players, 7, you see, so somebody died, and the monster immediately attacked the divine altar, so we lost health. And that's why if you're a weaker player, you kind of shouldn't engage monsters near the altar. Leave those for the higher level players. But of course, if there's nobody around, I can totally understand that. So I'm gonna have to try to kill this guy before his friends actually reach the altar. Otherwise, I will not get any experience or points for this guy. Oh, he puts up a shield. So these are the shield minotaurs. And yeah, I remember. And they said the next wave is the attacking minotaurs. And so archers probably have a better time with these guys because they can cast scatter to take off his shield. But now that I see it only lasts for 2 turns, so it's not such a big deal. And for a lot of the stuff in the divine altar, you just need time to kill them. Time is really the enemy more than the monsters themselves. And if you have 50 people, well, yeah, then you can, each one can engage one of the monsters. But when you have only like 20 something, then you cannot, of course. So I almost got this guy when I cast divine altar, but you see he already took half of my life, and he's like a defensive guy. So I can totally imagine that the attacking minotaurs could even maybe kill me. But of course I didn't use a shield or anything. 40,000 experience for this, not too bad. I mean, if you add it all up, it's a couple of 100,000 experience. It's a fun event. Of course you have to be strong to enjoy it. I'm not going to engage anybody now anymore because, well, I'm not killing fast enough. And as you see, it's finished. Sylvester was, let me see, when you earned a ranking of 7. I didn't even notice that. Keep up your hard work. It's always cool to earn a ranking for me, because I am a free player so far, and it's always pleasurable to earn some ranking. Let me just put up this stuff. The farm is like the most important thing there is. Just kidding, of course. By the way, a small tip in the farm: when you're stealing something, while you're watching this, when you're stealing something, don't automatically just go ahead and steal. Like you see, this is it says gold seed mature. That is a 1 hour seed. You don't want to touch this stuff. You'll get very little, and it also annoys the person who is planting it. Let me find one which is here. We got Sylvan, and she's got superior. So superior, you want to steal always the kyanite. Kyanite you want to steal always, and then scan what the other stuff is. Daru you don't want to waste your stealing points on because they're limited, and the gold always steal 1. And see, I got 1,500. That's pretty good. So I'll take the gold ones. I won't touch the Daru ones. I don't need Daru. It's so little. It's not worth wasting your farming points on. And here is again a 1 hour. You might only consider taking the kyanite, but I don't really bother doing that. Let me see, dark eyes, also 1 hour. Crops, I prefer to take nothing than to take 1 hours. Here I'll still 1,300. It's just on the border. What I want to show you is sometimes when you still this 4 hour crops and you get only 1,000, it's because it's already been robbed twice. You don't want to rob 1,000. That's almost, that's much less. So always just take one, and after taking one, then decide if you want to take more. So that's my farming tip. I know that it doesn't really belong in an altar video, but it considered like a little bonus. So that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please do click on like and subscribe. It helps enormously. If you have any comments, suggestions, questions, put them below in the comments, or go to my blog and put there. I also check that like every day, except when there are super busy things in RL. But anyways, that's about it. Thank you for watching and have a great day.